great guest work on this album, right?
Mm.
Still riff destroys it. Um, you know, what did he? When the grief turns to grieving and stuff. It's got amazing work on that. But to me, Dessa's feature on Passing Lane is perfect.
It's perfect.
Going from like the the cup with the coins in it to the feet on the dash,
Yeah.
like is perfect.
Yeah.
To the Dust Devils. She
Yep.
said the
Yeah.
dust settles, then the dust devils.
Yeah.
It's just so pretty, so nice. It's such a nice thing to say. That the dust settles, then the dust devils. I can pull your jacket sleeve. You just steer and work the pedals. Like
Yeah.
it's
It's very descriptive. Yeah.
yeah, she did exactly what I wanted her to do. I would say what I asked her to do, but it's not like she did what I wanted her to do because I was just like, hey, I've got this song. Would you please be on it? Because like that's no sure thing that Dust is gonna be on the song with you.
Sure.
And she listened to it and she liked it and she was like, okay, I'll get on it. And I was like, okay, like I had spoken to her about the feel of it, like what I thought the feel was, but like that was the first time I told her about it. I've got the song. I feel like it feels like this and that, and I think you'd be perfect for it. And I'll send it to you if that's okay. And she accepted and she listened, and I was just like, gave her time, to do it. And she one day was just like, hey, I got something, and sent me like her little demo and was like, what do you think of this? And I was just like, it's perfect. Like it's absolutely perfect. And then she sent me the real recording, and it's just amazing what she does, how she does it.
And that song, we had that song for a long time, and it existed kind of in the main passage part, like even it just had the main beat, and then
in my verse.
I switched, like there was the part where the beat changes. To me, I just heard him. So that's the original take in there.
Sure.
Or did you redo it? But anyways,
I did redo it, but it's the same thing though.
It's the
I
same.
just did it
So
better.
I heard him changing. I heard the music changing, the way something changed in his voice and in his delivery. So I heard a change. And as he was alluding to not that long ago, sometimes he gets really stuck on things, and we would kind of not like butt heads, but like I may want to make a change, and like when he wants something, he wants something a certain way. And so I had made this change, and I thought it was like great, but I was like scared to send it to him because I had changed another song, and he had a hard time adjusting to it. But so I made that change, and then to my surprise, he liked the change so much he wanted more of it.
Yeah,
And so that when it changes, it was him doing his part, and then it went back into the chorus. But he wanted more of that, so then it became this like perfect pocket to put someone on it. And I think having Dessa on it like actually makes all the stuff he's saying before make sense, where he's doing the conversation with himself with the ad libs kind of answering things, but then you get the person in the car.
Yeah, the other person, right?
Yeah, well, no, it's sorry, I was gonna say
go ahead.
My notes, I wrote genuinely romantic in there, like because I was like, man, he's like, it feels like the energy is a wooing energy, but and the more you listen to it, you're like, no, it's genuinely romantic because he's romantically like building the experience of the road, right? I've got snacks. We'll tell embarrassing stories. This is going to be great. And then you get to flip to her side with the coins in the cup holder and the feet on the dash, and it grounds it in a different way, so that it really moves. It's beautiful.
Well,
I think
when we first had the song, I knew early on, I was like, yo, I kind of want someone else on the song. And I asked someone else, I asked someone to get on the song, and they weren't available to do songs. And then we finished the song, and like I always wanted someone on the song, but it was just like, I think this song would kind of be better with someone else on it. But then when I finally heard that bass line change, that's when I was like, oh no, more of the bass line, and now we have to have someone else in it. Like it was just like the song was already good, and I knew the song was good, and I was like, I think this song could be better, but it's actually pretty good the way it is, and I'll settle for it the way it is. And then when he changed the bass line, it was just like, oh, this song is fucking amazing. It has to have someone else. Like it just got that much better that it was like, well, now it can't just be me. Like it wouldn't be, it'd be a waste of how good this song is to not have somebody. And then I just had to like gather the courage to ask Dessa, which was just like, all right, I've got to see if Dessa will do this. And
Yeah.
I think Dan, the way you were describing it, I think the song could have gone two ways without the person. It could have been just Dave's side of things, and the person in the front seat could have been annoyed and like could have, you know, not been into it. But there's the way you described it, it's like we get, it's like a reveal at the end. We get confirmation that this person, like the pulling on the jacket, like you get this confirmation that like it is what it is. It's not just the dude who made the playlist and has all the snacks, and the other person's like on their phone the whole time.
Yeah, no, this is a good road trip. Like, you know, and that's what it was supposed to be. Like this is a good time between two people, and like it doesn't have to, you know, it never has to turn into anything.
Right.
It's just a story. And it's like these two people love each other. These two people are on this trip together. Those two things are obvious. And that, I don't know, that was the song to me. And I'm like, oh, and that's a good, like, that's a song.